Ladies, do not blame the black man for whatever is the outcome of this election. I'm saying this now because it's I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, there's a big possible chance that Kamala Harris is gonna lose this election because she just feels like she's just falling apart, and you're embracing the fact that Trump may be back in office. And I know how sometimes the heads are going to swirl. Who's going to be the blame for this? Well, we already know that many people are blaming black men if Trump gets back in office. But I want to give a good warning to you. Do not put the blame on black men if Trump gets in office. No matter what the outcome of the election, the last thing you want to do is put the blame on black men, because as a black man, we know that there's two things that we need to do. We need to be providers for our family, and we need to be good role models for our family. And if you may be upset at the outcome, whatever it is, or you might be happy. Let's say Kamala does get back in office. She becomes a president. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep telling your man, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, and make him feel like crap? You're gonna put this, oh, girl power, tripping over that? Let me rephrase it. You're gonna just boast woman power over your man because Kamala won the election? You think that's gonna boost his ego? You think that's gonna give him confidence as a black man? All right, so let's switch it around. Let's say Trump wins the election. Are you gonna put blame on the black man? Are you gonna do that for 4 long years? Are you gonna hold grudges? Are you gonna keep blaming them? Are you gonna keep watching The View every morning, who are always miserable, and they're gonna be even more miserable if Trump wins? Are you gonna let those ladies dictate how you're gonna treat black men? I strongly advise you, please remember that black men are fathers, black men are husbands, black men are entrepreneurs. And I hate the fact that I'm targeting this on black men, because this outcome election is not just based on black men, votes of black men, but also Latino men, Asian men, Indian men, white men. They're all human race, and they all live in America, and they're all gonna determine who wins this election or not. But it just pisses me off the way pastors in the black church are just degrading black men, acting so disappointed in them. Just taking what Barack Obama said, and they're just pouring it on these black men, trying to make them feel that they're doing a bad job. And I'm telling you, it's gonna backfire. And God is gonna keep accountable of how you treat others in the church. Do not be upset. Do not poke blame if more and more black men stop going to church. You guys have been pushing for years of how you need more men in the church, and you're pushing them away because the election's not going in your favor, because they want to vote for one person over the other. Now, have you even considered the fact that when black men are voting for Trump, it's not so much about the individual? You guys want to ride the fact that, yes, he's a convicted felon and he's a racist, right? Do you ever think of the fact that black men aren't playing the victim mentality anymore? That they don't care about that? They only care about two things. One, how their money's gonna flow, and two, the future of their children. Have you ever thought that they're trying to make wise decisions for their lives and for their families, instead of thinking, oh, they don't want a woman in office? This is not about not having a woman in office or having a woman in office. It's more than that. It's much more than that. And I don't want to go on and talk on and on all day, because I just feel that, ladies, you have to have it in your mind right now that no matter who wins the US election, you are going to have joy and peace and happiness no matter what. No person in office should determine how happy or joyful you feel. You could be disappointed if the person you elected doesn't win, but that should not determine your happiness. You gotta determine this now, because if you don't determine this now, you're gonna poke the blame game. You're gonna take it on black men or whatever men, and it's just not. You gotta remember that as much as women and equal rights and all these things are important, you still gotta remember men have a role in this world, in North America, and don't forget that. And do not put them down, no matter what the outcome of this election turns out to be in November. That's all I gotta say. No crazy thumbnail, title, creative image. I just had to feel like this was on my heart to say this. Took a break from watching football, and I just wanted to share this with you. So take it how you ever want to take it. I don't know how much views this is going to get, but it is what it is. All right. Like, share, and subscribe to Breaking Mediocrity, and I'll see you guys later. All right. God bless.